Hello, hello, hello. My name is Brian K McNeill, the sales confidence coach, aka Paw B. Yes, I am also known as Paw B because I am a father and I'm also a grandfather. And I've been in the field of professional sales and public speaking for right at 30 years, actually. And over the years, you accumulate these stories, these useful fiction stories. And some of the stories kind of stick and people tend to like the stories. So I thought it might be fun to tell some of these stories. And I'm calling this Story Time with Paw B. Tonight I'm going to tell one of the stories that a lot of people seem to like. This is the story of the old Asian farmer. This is from way back in ancient China, this farmer. There was an old Asian farmer who had a small farm. He had a teenage son, and he also had one strong horse. One strong horse. And one night, and his farm was difficult to farm, but they worked it out best they can. The ground was kind of rough to till, but they worked it out best they can. One night, as they were sleeping, a violent storm came. It was thundering and it was lightning, and it seemed like the lightning was really, really close to the house. And it was heavy winds and rain. It was a violent storm, loud, all of that. The next morning, when the farmer got up to go look at his farm, he saw that a portion of his fence had been knocked down and his one strong horse had escaped. His neighbors found out that he had lost his one strong horse, and some of his neighbors gathered around. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. You only had one strong horse, and now that horse is gone. How are you going to work your farm with no horse? Just you and your son. How are you going to do it? This is bad. This is bad news. And the old Asian farmer says, you don't know if this is bad news or not. You don't know if this is bad. You don't know if this is good. You don't know either way. It's just what it is. So it is, just what it is. 2 nights later, when the farmer woke up, he heard a loud clattering outside his window. And he had went outside and he saw that his one strong horse had returned and brought back 50 more wild horses with him. They closed his gate, and now he had 51 horses. He only had one 2 nights before. Now he's got 51 of them. His neighbors found out what was going on. His neighbors came over. Wow, this is great. Look at all of this wealth you have now. You have all of these horses. This is so good. You are so lucky. That's what his neighbors said to him. And the old farmer says, you don't know if this is good. You don't know if this is bad. You don't know if this is good or bad or anything. It's just what it is. That's all it is. A little while later, his son, while attempting to break one of the horses so that he could ride the horse tossed his son off, and his son landed awkwardly and broke his leg. The neighbors found out that the one teenage son he had broken his leg. They gathered around and says, oh no, this is bad. You only had one helper and their son, and now he's got a broken leg, and now you have to work your whole farm by yourself. This is bad. Oh no. And the farmer says to them, you don't know if this is bad or not. You don't know if this is good or not. You don't know if this is good or bad or anything. You just don't know. It's just what it is. A little while later, the soldiers came into the city recruiting young men to go into the army and go off into battle. And in his culture, being recruited into the army to go off in battle was considered an honor. All the boys wanted to do, they got to wear a really nice suit, all of that. They wanted to do it. But his son, because he had a broken leg, was not eligible to go into the army. And the neighbors found out that his son had missed that opportunity. They gathered around. Oh no, you don't know if you'll ever get this opportunity again. This is bad. Your son has missed out on an opportunity to be in the army because he had a broken leg. This is bad. Oh no. And the farmer says, you don't know if this is bad or not. You don't know if this is bad. You don't know if this is good. It's just what it is. That's all. those soldiers, those young men that were recruited into in the military, they went off directly into battle and they lost badly. They lost almost all of the young men that were recruited were killed in battle. The neighbors found that out too. And they came to him and said, man, you are so lucky that your son was injured and he couldn't go into battle. This is good, man. You lucked out, man. Boy, this was fortunate for you that your son couldn't go into battle this time. And the old farmer said to them, you don't know if this is good. You don't know if this is bad. You don't know if this is good or bad. You don't know any of that. It's just what it is. Now, this story could keep going on and on and on, but what it hopes to illustrate for you is no matter what comes, you don't know initially if this is good or if this is bad, but you do know it is what it is. And your attitude when things come matter way more than the knee-jerk reaction of other people. This is Brian K McNeill, aka Paw B, and I hope you've enjoyed story time with Paw B. Consider it your bedtime story. You have a beautiful rest of your night. God bless.